Good morning, everyone. For today's story, we will be discovering the story entitled Buwaon and Tutuon. And this is a folk tale from Samar and Leyte. Let me share you guys nindut kay ni siya nga story. So, sit back, relax, and listen to this video recording. But before anything else, I have questions for all of you. What do you value the most in a friendship? And do you believe in karma? Give us your experience of karma, whether good or bad. And you can comment down below your answers. So now, let's discover together the story of the two friends named Buwaon and Tutuon, or the falsehood and the truth. Once upon a time, there were two friends, Buwaon and Tutuon. They couldn't find work, so they decided to go away from their place to look for their fortune somewhere. They brought with them some rice and then they mounted their horses. As they went on, they got hungry. From a distance, they saw a coral reef. They got off their horses and headed for the reef to catch some fish. They caught some fish, but these were very tiny. Tutuon forget his hunger. He returned the fish he caught to the reef. Buwaon get angry. How will be able to eat? He scolded Tutuon. Never mind, Buwaon, they were so tiny, they will still grow bigger, Tutuon replied. They rode on their horses again. After a distance, they saw a dead man. Tutuon asked Buwaon to stop so they could bury the body. But Buwaon get angry. Are you out of your mind? If somebody sees us, he'll think we'll killed him. But we should show mercy. There is a way of finding the truth. Well, if you won't help me, then I will bury him by myself. You may go onward if you please. I'll follow later, said Tutuon. Buwaon went ahead while Tutuon dug a grave for the body. Then he carried the dead person and buried him. He prayed over it, then went on his journey. Buwaon could not bear to leave him, so he returned for Tutuon. They therefore set out together again. Trotting along, they heard babies crying. They went towards the direction of the sounds. They found hungry baby eagles in the nest. Let's stop for a while and feed the eagles, suggested Tutuon. Then, Buwaon saw that Tutuon was going to kill his horse. Are you foolish? When they grow up, they'll prey on you. Let's go on. We're already delayed, Buwaon said. Don't mind me. I pity these baby eagles. Anyway, no debt wasn't paid. Go ahead, and I'll just follow. If you go on with your silly ideas, I'll not give you a ride, threatened Buwaon. Then I'll walk, decided Tutuon. Even if I go slowly, I'll still reach my destination. After killing his horse, he fed the eagles. When they fell asleep, Tutuon left. Buwaon again returned to give Tutuon a ride. Far ahead, they sighted a palace. Let's go, suggested Buwaon. Let's ask the king for work. They knocked at the palace door. They were told to enter, but since it was late, they were not granted any audience with the king. They slept in the palace. You see, chanted Buwaon, if you did not delay our trip, we should we should been able to eat. You are the cause of all this. They went to sleep, nevertheless, since they were so tired from their journey. After a while, Tutuon heard someone calling his name. Rise, Tutuon, and listen. In the morning, when the king calls you for breakfast, don't eat at once. On the table, you'll see a pan and some cooking utensils. Set near the pan, and your future will be bright. Don't be surprised. I am the dead person whom you have buried. I have come back to pay you back the favor you showed me. Everything went silence, and Tutuon fell asleep again. In the morning, the two friends were called for breakfast by the king. As he was told the night before, He saw the pan and some cooking utensils on the table. Buwaon sat down and just as soon began eating. You, Tutoon, will become my secretary, while you, Buwaon, will become my cook, announced the king. At first, Buwaon was glad with his work, for it meant plenty of food. He would not be hungry. But as time went on, he began to envy Tutoon for the latter was not fatigued much. He thought of smearing the name of his friend. One day, Buwaon went to the king to report that he heard Tutoon say that the latter would be able to find the ring the king lost within 3 days, and that the reward will be the marriage to the princess. Of course, the king got angry, for he did not say anything like that. He had Tutoon summoned to his hall. Tutoon protested the accusation, but the angry king would not listen to him. Go, look for the ring then, and if you find it, you will have the princess for a reward. But if you fail, you will lose your head, announced the king. Tutoon did not say anything. He got a paddle and rowed far out to the sea. There, he cried because of his fate. No longer after, he heard a voice. It was a fish asking him why he was crying. Tutoon unburdened his problem. After listening, the fish dived deep into the sea. When it surfaced, many fishes came up with it, each one with a ring in its snout. Tutoon looked among the rings. The king's ring was not there. The fishes dived again. When they came up, they were bringing the king's ring. Tutoon thanked the fish. After the wedding, Buwaon went to the king. Your Majesty, he said, I heard Tutoon say that on the 3rd day, the princess will give birth. The king got mad. He once more summoned Tutoon. Do you mean to say that you had an affair with the princess even before you get married? You scoundrel! But since you're already my child, I can't do anything. However, do what you've said, that the princess will give birth 3 days from now. If not, you'll surely lose your head. Tutoon cried in despair. The princess comforted him by saying she'd talk with her father, but he couldn't be calm. After a while, an eagle came. Don't cry, Tutoon, she began. This time, I'll help you in a payment for help you extend my children. Get a midwife and talk to her. I'll bring you a newly born child. Then the eagle flew away. When she came back, she had infant still dripping with blood. In the bedroom, the midwife acted as if there really was delivery. When the king awoke, he heard the ones of an infant. He was amazed that the princess did give birth. He forgot his anger. It must be a miracle, he muttered. And that's the end of the story. To summarize it all, nakafocus ang story sa magkaibigang si Buwaon and Tutoon. Sa journey nila sa pagpangita og trabaho, na-meet nila ang katong isda, patay na lawas, ug ang baby eagles. And sa kaning tanan, only Tutoon ang nakahuna-huna og tabang ani nila. Then one day, nakadungog si Tutoon og tingog. Tingog sa katong patay na lawas nga iyang tabangan. Nga nag-ingon na adto lingkod duol sa pen. Kinaugmaan ana nahimo ng sekretary si Tutoon ug tigluto si Buwaon. Sa una, okay ra ni Buwaon ang ingato nga trabaho, tigluto. Pero nagkadugay mura naka-feel bitaw siya og pagkainggit or nasuya kang Tutoon kay dili kuno kaayo hasol ang trabaho ni Tutoon. So si Buwaon niduol sa king, nagpataka og storya. Una, sa singsing na okay ra sad ang tanan kay gitabangan si Tutoon sa isda nga katong natabangan pud niya. The next nga gisulti na sad ni Buwaon kay ang katong prinsesa daw nga mga anak say katulo ka adlaw. Maong nasuko na sad ang hari. Maong na problema na sad si Tutoon, pero nasulbad ra sad gihapon kay gitabangan si Tutoon sa katubitong mama sa eagles nga iyang gitabangan pod, og moto nakaingon ng hari nga it must be a miracle, and that's the end. See, nindot kaayo ang story no. Daghan tag makuha ng mga lessons like ang reality na lisod kaayo mangita og trabaho, then naapod toy katong paghunahuna na kanang mga gagmay na isda. Dapat yun unta dili na sila panguhaon dayon kay maabot man gyud ang time nga mahurot ang katong mga natural resources nato like fish, kay even ang kanang gagmay nga isda na ginuton. Then sa katusang dapit sa pagtabang or being kind, then katupod every problem na solution og napay uban. So ang main characters nato is si Buwaon or falsehood, which is ang iyang character is pessimist, impatience, and envious. Then si Tutuon or truth, siya kay optimistic siya, merciful, and kind-hearted. Ang mga sub-characters kay ang king, dead stranger, fish and eagles, ug ang princess, ug ang katong midwife nga nitabang. Then ang setting is the village, the forest, and the palace. So unsa man day ang atong theme? Unsay makuha nato sa story? Theme is no debt goes unpaid. In short, or in other words, show us kindness in return of the kindness we have given to them. We must give without expecting any return, for kindness will find its way back to us. Kung magbuhat kag maayo, ayaw pag-expect nga naay or naa kay madawat nga return or reward. Kay ang pagkamaayo mobalik ka na sa imo sa maayong pamaagi pod. Then important quotation and line, but we should show mercy. There is a way of finding the truth. When it comes to lying, dapat maghuna-huna ta sa consequences may happen, because sa pagpamakak nato mahibaw-an ra gyud ang tinuod. Or in short, there is always a way of finding the truth. Then sa katusang line ni sa katong natabangan ni Tutuon is, we are only paying the favor you showed us before. Then lastly is the moral lesson. Ang moral lesson nga atong makuha sa kaning story is, be true to your friends. Next is, be contented of what you have. And lastly, wherever you go, go with all your heart. Ug katong akong pang na-mention or nasulti nga mga lesson sa katong first nga ay previous slide. So that's all for today. See you next time, and I hope you learned something. Bye bye guys. Thank you for listening.